Hey people, what's going on? So I'm back, and I got another topic over here. We're going to be talking about this ICE shooting and detention, and how Akeem Jeffries is attacking everybody, saying if you did anything for Trump while he was in office, when they lose power, that he's coming after everybody. That's a direct threat to the United States of America and to the people, which our Constitution protects. So if he's coming after us because what he doesn't like the fact that our ICE agents are doing their job, that they need to maintain anonymity to do their missions. Uh, he just hates us. And let me tell you something: if you get a name Akeem and you're in our government, I'd be checking into him, but that's a whole different ballgame. I'm not going to go after a guy because of his skin color or his name. That's basically what he's doing, because he doesn't care. You know what I mean? He's coming after you because he doesn't agree with you, and he believes that his politics are more important and have to be the front, not what the Americans think of people of America or anybody else. So here's some more videos. This is about ICE and the left, how they're using the system to try to intimidate everybody and then go after them. So pay attention because they're trying and they're going to try to come at us. And now with all these shootings going on, they're going to go start that nonsense again with the gun bills. Pay attention. So think about how they're doing this communism. Remove your freedom of speech, remove your protection to protect yourself against tyranny. And that's what they're doing. And that's the beginning. That's what every communist leader done. Because you remove our rights, they tie your hands so you can't do nothing about it, and they become pretty much so invincible as far as power goes. That's dangerous. And if they're calling Trump a Nazi and all that other stuff, that's a lie. Um, it's just so crazy. But pay attention to what's going on because they're coming. See you in a little bit.
Saying enough. ICE, unmask. What are you afraid of? What are you afraid of?
And here's what the acting U.S. Attorney for the Central District of California, Bill Essayli, said. The state of California has no jurisdiction of the federal government. If Newsom wants to regulate our agents, he must go through Congress. I've directed our federal agencies that the law signed today has no effect on our operations. Our agents will continue to protect their identities. When can we expect California to pass a law banning Antifa members from wearing masks while committing state and federal crimes? I'll wait. I guess safe to say that federal authorities are not going to abide by this California law.
Yeah, we will not be complying. It's unconstitutional. And by the way, why do ICE law enforcement wear masks? Not only are they facing a 1,000% increase in assaults against them, largely because of the rhetoric of these politicians, likening them to the Gestapo, to the Nazis. This law, in fact, was called the No Secret Police law. Why is that? Because they're likening our ICE law enforcement to Nazis. What did Americans do in the Second World War? We went to war with the Nazis and we killed the Nazis. That is what Gavin Newsom is doing. He's giving a permission slip and he's encouraging violence against our ICE law enforcement officers. It's despicable. And I do think it's worth mentioning that just an hour before this press conference, him and his team issued a threatening post against Secretary Noem.
Hey, what was that all about?
It seemed very menacing, and I think it was pretty disturbing to see. I'm glad on both sides, from the left and the right, that we've seen condemnation of that statement. But it's really inappropriate, especially in the current political environment where we're seeing so much violence. It has to stop.
One thing to understand, as people who are flirting with the Trump administration or doing the bidding of the Trump administration or engaging in the pay-to-play schemes of the Trump administration, the statute of limitations is 5 years. Donald Trump and this toxic administration will be long gone, but there will still be accountability to be had. And that process, of course, begins now, but it will not be complete until perhaps there is an independent Department of Justice, certainly an independent House of Representatives in Democratic hands. The Department of Justice is one of the great institutions in law enforcement in the history of this country, and Donald Trump and these extremists have been destroying its integrity.
Lawrence, and that's why I mentioned that Sally Port. So apparently it occurred when detainees were being brought into this Sally Port. This shooter, we're not sure exactly where he was located, but was able to shoot into that Sally Port and struck at least 3 people. That shooter now is down from this self-inflicted wound, so we may not know exactly what his plan was, what they were intending to do, other than to shoot people this morning at an ICE facility. We're learning more as we get it. And particularly, we're interested, obviously, in learning about the conditions of the 3 individuals that were struck this morning.
Yeah, that's I-35. The east side is where you see most of the traffic. People are probably slowing down to watch and see what's going on. Look at all of the police cars. There's so many lights that go all the way up to the top. This is the access road in Texas. You have your main highway, and then you always have those access roads that run alongside or parallel to the highway.
Hey, Griff, I also noticed that some people are reporting the sniper was on a rooftop. Have you heard that?
So we don't have that confirmed ourselves, but I'm talking directly to ICE authorities, and we're going to learn more about that. But I did see a local report that there would be a rooftop. And Brian, as you look at both the map on our screen as well as the surrounding area of the law enforcement response, you can see several rooftops. And for anyone that's, been to a facility like this, the Sally...
Griff, we just heard from Todd Lyons. He said, hi, we had shots fired into the Dallas ICE office, into the ICE office, specifically into the Sally Port, as you were saying, Griff, area where detainees are brought in. 3 people have been shot and en route to the hospital. Reports are the shooter is down from a self-inflicted gunshot wound. Reports are all ICE employees are accounted for, still searching and securing the scene.
Yeah, and Ainsley, Secretary Kristi Noem, DHS Secretary, is now responding on social media as well, saying that there was a shooting this morning at the Dallas ICE detention facility. Details are still emerging, but we can confirm there were multiple injuries and fatalities. That's new and troubling. The shooter is deceased by a self-inflicted gunshot wound. She says, while we don't know the motive yet, we know that our ICE law enforcement is facing unprecedented violence against them. It must stop. She adds, please pray for the victims and their families.
And Griff, you know the threat level is very high right now for ICE. There was a bust done also in Texas of a group of individuals of the